why does your MSP invest in like baseline hardening and spending time on those basics? Like, where does that fall in terms of importance for you?
Well, I can tell you it's something that, participation in the community really has helped us along in realizing how much we needed to leverage a common language and have a dialogue that was understandable and point to an authority that's well researched and deeper than just I'm the MSP here with my opinion today that you got to sort out amongst the three others that are also proposing, right? If you can get a common language and commonality, you now can have a conversation that's understandable beyond, a technical speaking person. And also there's an authority and a comprehensiveness to it. So for us, we have literally reformulated our entire offering as into this categories. Now we happen to grab a hold of the NIST categories as a way of looking at it, protect, detect, identify, manage, or recover, respond. And so we've gone through all of the things we do, and we now present them to the customer in that format, and that's how we assess them, and that's how we sell to them. All of our offerings are categorized as such. It's how we invoice. It's at every level, right? And I can tell you, it's changed the conversation in a really significant way, and it's changed the internal understanding of the culture of my company. And so the framework conversation is important. Now, cross mapping is always helpful depending on what conversation you're happening, but generally with a business owner, high level categorizations in detail, and then helping them understand where they're strong and weak and where there are more risk and less risk, and also thinking of your own business in the same way. It's a critical element to maturing your thought process and being more comprehensive. That's why we embraced it, and we've, I think, found a great deal of success with it. I think it's a lot, to John's point earlier, a lot of times when we're called in to put in a bid or a proposal for managed services, and when they see us present it in that way and clearly can identify strengths and weaknesses, risks and low risk, it's been a real game changer because we can really clearly help them understand where they have been good and bad. So that's a big deal for us. It's been, and I thank the community for what we've learned and how to do that, because I didn't used to do that, and it's been a big deal for us.
Everybody needs to go back who's on this call. They need to get to that point, and they need to listen to every word that Karl just said again.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Gary. John, go ahead. You're saying
I was just going to say, I'm going to keep a link to this one, because whenever I'm dealing with MSPs, it's usually an adversarial relationship, unfortunately. And I always hear them complain, we can't do that. It's too expensive. We can't do that. And to get them on something like this, be like, well, here's a bunch of industry experts that are doing this successfully.